Live in downtown Detroit, Local 4 live stream with Jason Carr starts now.
And good morning to you here on a Thursday. We're glad you're with us live from the Local 4 newsroom. John's right there, just poked him in the eye. There's Jacob looking like the Unabomber back there. My tie is crooked, and I don't see this in the rundown.
What's that? That looks like a burger.
That's a burger I made last night that I sent you.
You didn't send that to
I
me.
sent you the burger? You didn't see it?
No, I didn't. What was on it?
It was a double cheeseburger with Swiss cheddar, portobello mushroom, romaine lettuce, and healthy tomato.
Wow.
Wow. You can see this on my Instagram, at Jason Carr TV. If you're interested at all in cheeseburger porn, it's on my Instagram at Jason Carr TV. It's a bad memory I have that you don't have it in the show, so maybe I could get that erased.
Yeah, the technology is here.
The technology to erase bad memories is not far-fetched. It's not the stuff of science fiction. They've figured out a chemical way to use beta blockers or something like that. Like, you think of something traumatic, like say you're afraid of a spider. A spider. Spider. Let's say you're afraid of a huntsman spider, and you get exposed to it, and you're freaking out, get that thing away from me kind of thing, because it reminds you of some childhood trauma or something. And they flood your brain with chemicals
That try and block those fear chemicals that get released.
They did this, and it actually worked.
Because every time you remember something, you remember it a little bit differently than the first time, and then you put it back in your memory the way you just remembered it. So by changing the way you're experiencing that memory, it reminds me of this movie.
Yeah, okay, so here's an actual still from research in the Netherlands. They did use spiders, by the way. The use of xenon gas is being used to strip negative feelings associated with trauma, helping those who suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder. The inception-like technique used in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind isn't as far off as researchers originally believed.
Yeah.
There are a few things that happened in 2016 that I would like to erase, so I'll be
setting up an appointment
among the first to sign up for this. What's going on with Cinnamon Pebbles? Have the people at Post Newsweek lost their mind? No, I'm kidding. It's
Post cereal, but it's the same thing. Yeah, this is fantastic. Who doesn't love Pebbles? Cinnamon Pebbles this time, and Post says that it's possible to use these for all sorts of other cooking. You can use them for churros and donuts and things like that. But I think I'm just most excited to get them in a bowl of milk.
To this point, what would have been your preference? Fruity Pebbles, or can you put those back up? Fruity Pebbles or Cocoa Pebbles? Cocoa Pebbles, right?
Yeah,
I mean, they're both good.
They're both great. Yeah. One's really colorful. The other one's got the chocolate. I don't even really know what Fruity Pebbles are supposed to taste like, but it's incredible. And I mean, this
top notch. Okay, let's move along to the.
But this is how excited I am.
That's it?
That's it.
I'm glad, because it was a little bit loud. The audio level there was kind of off the charts. So hopefully the audio is loud for the Super Mario theme. Shigeru Miyamoto was on Fallon, and he performed with the Roots.
Yeah, this was really cool. Let's pull this up.
Let's take a listen.
we go.
There we go. From Fallon, the composer of the Mario theme. Confession. Mario arrived. I'm old enough to have been part of the original arcade, Space Invaders, Asteroids, Pac-Man, all that stuff. Plus then Atari, Intellivision, ColecoVision, and by the time I aged out of that, I was in my early to mid-teens. I was all done. I mean, there was the great video game crash of 1983, of which I was a part, and after that, I didn't get back into video games for, a little bit more than a decade when the first PlayStation came out.
Yeah.
I completely missed the entire
Mario
Nintendo, Super, Tecmo Super Bowl and Mario and Sega and all that. I completely missed all that. It was the, last 2 years of high school and then 4 years of college, almost 5.
Too.
I was a little. I took the slow boat those last few credits, but by the time I got back into games, it was 1995, and I got Doom.
Yeah.
For the original PlayStation,
okay.
and was hooked all over again, and now I'm back out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you got to. I mean, I've been waiting for the next console, and I just keep telling myself, "Oh, the next but I don't have the time. I don't have time to devote myself to some of these games.
That's true. Star Trek. James Cawley is a 50-year-old Elvis impersonator from Ticonderoga, New York. His friend was a costume designer for the original Star Trek series and left Cawley the blueprints for the original Enterprise sets in his will. So Cawley rented out a 13,000 square foot shuttered supermarket and built an exquisite replica of the original to use in elaborate fan films and tours. He gives tours.
This is it. This is it'd be a lot of fun to dress up, not in a red shirt, but in one of the other ones, and get out there and I guess pretend you're part of the Enterprise.
That is way cool.
Yeah, USS Enterprise.
James T. Kirk there. William Shatner. Quiet intensive care area. Look at that. I mean,
it's detailed.
Wow.
So, yeah, Star Trek.
So you can actually visit the Enterprise, so to speak.
Yeah. Take a galactic tour.
Via the original blueprints. This is really cool. As long as we're in space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Baby.
Now this is a little outfit that I think was made for his daughter, and I mean, these photos are incredible.
Mary McBride Mackenzie says she worked with a woman whose parents named her Pebbles.
Really?
Getting back to the Pebbles story. But this is really cool. Look at this. How cute is that? Daw! Hi, Gloria. Not the baby. Baby's out in space protecting us from aliens. I'm saying hello to Gloria, the viewer. Most games take too long today to play if you want to have time for anything else. Give me the old Mario games anyway, says Nicole Grove. Tammy thinks, both Tammys think that was awesome. Most kids today don't even know where the characters on Pebbles cereal originated from.
It's not on TV anymore, as far as I know. Hey, Fred.
Hey there, Fred. Bonnie. Charge! Cake paintings. Emily Zosmer's life at Harvard may be demanding, but she's found her zen in the sugary goodness of baking cakes. Yep.
Yeah.
She takes artistic masterpieces and turns them into... Now that one reminds me of, remember was it a nun in Europe that painted that
Oh yeah.
She improved upon
the Jesus face that was on the fresco and just butchered it.
That one's a little bit like that, but look at that.
This one's pretty good. Yeah, this is all just done with frosting.
Is it that fondant or fondant? No, not the cheese doodler. We still have to acquire that. We talk a big game on this no budget production of ours. We're always talking about acquiring the latest gadgets and doodads and whatnot. We never do. I think at some point John was supposed to go out on a date and that never transpired.
Yeah.
That was true. I think we were going to set him up with somebody.
It was the smell thing, right? He was supposed to wear a shirt for a couple days or something like that. Yeah, no, that never happened.
Ken was the date. TV's Ken. And you were the smell test because they had done something about, like, you're not supposed to bathe every day because of your pheromones or something like that.
Yeah, all those pheromones.
Yeah. Instagram, think back a year ago to December 2015, an innocent time. I think one of the Kardashians, didn't she, at the end of the 2015, compile her 9 best Instagrams via this website?
Is that right?
I think so. Yeah, Kourtney Kardashian did it.
Okay.
The generator is back for 2016. To see what your 2016 looked like in Instagram pics, head over to 2016 and then written out best 9. 2016 best 9, BESTNINE. Type in your Instagram handle and get, and click get. What was that?
So it just finds. How does it decide what your 9 best are? Is it looking at how many likes they got or something? I'm not exactly sure how that algorithm pulls up your 9 best, but I'm curious as to what your 9 best are going to be.
I don't know. Is this 2016best9.com?
Yeah. Right.
2016 best 9. I appreciate the 70 people watching or whatever it is for indulging us at this point. Let's see if it works. Or are you supposed to do that on Instagram?
No.
Yeah, you go to this website, you type in your handle, and then
Instagram ID. Okay. Let's see. There we go. At Jason Carr TV get. What's wrong, Ken?
Just eavesdropping.
Just eavesdropping. It's generating mine right now. Again, at Jason Carr TV. If you want to see what I made. Did you see the burger I made last night?
No.
The double-decker ground chuck with Swiss and cheddar, plus portobello mushroom, romaine lettuce, and a hearty beefsteak tomato.
No,
It was epic. Absolutely
Is
epic.
it better than the Avanti?
Yes, it's better than the Avanti Market. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, we're actually pulling it up right now, so we're going to have it full screen here in a second.
All right, well, let's table that for right now and move on to the Polar Vortex.
Polar Vortex.
Hey,
yes.
Ken, is Paul Gross here?
I don't think so. I'll check.
All right.
Well, let's do Santa then while we're waiting for Paul. I've got that in
Well,
a
if
separate
he's-
piece of paper because I.
Where's Santa? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there we go.
this-
This is really cool and uplifting. No, it's not Paul. Allison Epps wrote on Love What Matters Facebook page about how one special Santa Claus made her 6-year-old son James feel more comfortable by getting out of his chair to sit on the ground with the boy. James is a special needs child and wasn't comfortable sitting on Santa's lap, so Santa got down on the ground so he could experience Christmas on his own terms. Since she shared the story on Love What Matters Facebook page, it's received 14,000 likes and counting.
It's really nice. Santas, they're the happiest people. Put it all together.
I love stories like this. It's like the little boy that went to the birthday party. He's the only one that showed up for the girl.
Yeah.
Bryce. Team Bryce. We're all Team Bryce here. Okay, let's go back to Cat in the Mirror. We have to pay our cat tax today because John's obsessed with cats.
Yeah,
What do we have?
That's what we got. So this is something. This is Gary the cat. And he went through some sort of phase where he was always jumping on this dresser and boxing with himself in the mirror. So that's it's just a regular cat doing cat things, I guess. You wonder if one of these days he's going to break that mirror, but apparently he was doing this every day.
How long does this go on?
It goes on and oh no, actually that's the end of the video right there.
Okay, can you start it again?
Yeah.
Hang on. Wait. Okay, you gonna start it again?
Ready?
Yep.
This is the end. You made your choice and now my chance is over.
is the highlight of my day so far. Oh,
cats
God.
doing cat things.
Anytime that you can repurpose the Sports Final Edition theme via Frank Stallone in Staying Alive and put it to a cat boxing himself in the mirror, it just made my Thursday. Polar vortex, a miserable, frigid week of weather is coming, and it's so bad that meteorologists are even using those dreaded words, polar vortex. First wave of below freezing temps hit the Midwest, Rockies, and Pacific Northwest this weekend, according to the Washington Post. Thermometers could read 30 to 50 degrees below average, and the wind chills could be well below zero.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Guy Gordon's already got his turtleneck on. He's ready for...
We're doing it. 6 more layers.
Polar vortex is coming, Guy.
Remember, everyone, there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing.
That's right. That's like no small parts in acting, only small actors or something like that.
Yep.
You can envision, you know, I don't know.
It's all about your outlook.
What's that?
It's all about your outlook.
That's right. Can we go back to the Super Mario theme?
Yeah, let's watch that one more time.
One more time for Super Mario. Roberta says that I'm easily amused. Our cat, we were all laughing, so he must be easily amused. And
how can you not be amused by a cat?
I mean, Helen was LOLing.
Yeah.
Deborah said it's better with the music. Deborah
Yeah.
Kuzmano. Kuzmano. We haven't heard from
Francesca in a while.
Francesca Catanese. Sue says, "Ugh, you are a little boring these days."
Oh, Sue.
Thanks, Sue.
What a thing to say.
Let's see. Did you find the
The burger?
the cheeseburger?
Yeah, he's uploading it right now. For,
Okay, so last night I decided to go gourmet cheeseburger, mouth-watering. There it is.
There it is.
There's so much stuff on this burger, you cannot even see the 2 all-beef patties.
Yeah, it looks like that's the mushroom up top, right?
Yeah, that's the
Portobello.
The portobello
Tomato, I see
mushroom.
lettuce. And you said there's 2 different types of cheese?
Yeah, there's Swiss and cheddar on there, and 2 separate slabs of beef, quarter pound each. So it's a half-pound burger. I cut it in half with a chef's knife, and I took that thing down in about 10 minutes, I think.
Do you have to unhinge your jaw?
I smashed it down.
Yeah.
You know, it always looks better on the gram if you have it all fluffed, oozing cheese. And would you like the recipe for that? I can share it.
Yeah, I'd love it.
Yeah.
Why
Not
not?
really, but I'll say for the sake of being on camera.
That's not convincing.
Where's mine, says Tammy. Well, I'll share the recipe. Roberta's drooling. Pat says she can't open her mouth that wide. So don't forget, top of the hour, we will do a little something called Live in the D on the TV with Chuck, Tati, and me, you see. And it's time now for John to say...
Stay classy, Detroit.
Oh, we're not...